Good morning. We're in the lovely village of Cerne Abbas today, which nestles in the rolling hills of Dorset. Now, I suspect none of us would have been aware of Cerne Abbas, let alone visited it, if it hadn't been for one thing that happened many years ago. At some point in history, a giant figure was carved on the chalk hill above the village. Some say this is prehistoric. Others say that the giant was carved as late as the 17th century. It's thought to be a fertility symbol, and you don't need to look very closely to see why. He's a very healthy looking man, to say the least. He's 55 metres high and 51 metres wide. He didn't look quite as impressive when we visited. I think they need to get the sheep in to trim the grass. From time to time, the giant is restored to his original gleaming whiteness. Here we see his manhood being renovated. Brings tears to my eyes, and those are not tears of joy. The giant is now looked after by the National Trust. We'll walk through part of the village of Cerne Abbas, and then along the river and up the hill to the site of the giant. The village church is the Church of St Mary the Virgin. The first vicar was inducted here in 1317. Inside the church, two memorial brass tablets in the floor of the nave, dated 1612 and 1626, refer to the Notley family. The Notleys were early settlers in America and owned land which they called Cerne Abbey Manor in Washington. Believe it or not, this is now the site of Capitol Hill. It's a small world. I hope they got a good price for the land when they sold it. Opposite the church, partially hidden by this scaffolding, is the Pitchmarket. This 16th century building was originally where the farmers displayed their corn sacks on market day. It's now a private residence and a Grade 1 listed building. The houses on the left, like the Pitchmarket, were built in the 16th century, which makes them the best part of 500 years old. I wonder if they had damp courses in those days. Answer, no they didn't. This is Abbey Street, named as it used to run up to the Abbey, which is no longer here. There's a party of hippies up ahead. One's got a spade. I wonder where they're going. I can imagine the headlines in tomorrow's local paper. Cerne Abbas Giant dug up by hippies. Actually, I think that would make the national news. I'll report back if it happens. This is the village pond. Monet would have been pleased to set up his easel here, I'm sure. Ahead of us now is Abbey House, which incorporates part of the old south gate of the Abbey. This is another Grade 1 listed building. We'll go through this back alley and find our way to the river. It's a lovely little path here by the side of this stream. We're coming up to the river now. Not the biggest river in the world, more of a large stream really. This is the River Cerne, which is just 10 miles long. It flows into the River Frome at Dorchester and then onto Poole Harbour and then out into the English Channel. In a couple of days' time, this water will be in the sea. Edith has seen the dog up ahead. I stopped filming to let the family with the dog go by. Edith is enjoying playing in the river. She's not that good at fetching though. This lane leads us up to the site of the Giant. The River Cerne looks bigger from up here. In the 19th century, much of Dorset, including Cerne Abbas, was owned by the Lane Fox Pitt Rivers family. Not a double-barrelled name, or even a triple-barrelled name, but a quadruple-barrelled name. Actually, it isn't. It's two double-barrelled names joined together. At some point in the past, two members of aristocratic families married, and neither wanted to lose their surname, so they combined them together. Now, where was I? Ah yes, General Augustus Lane Fox Pitt Rivers died in 1900. Heavy death duties and the economic conditions following the First World War combined to force the family to sell part of their estate, including the village of Cerne Abbas. At 1:30 p.m. on the 24th of September 1919, most of the village of Cerne Abbas was put up for sale at auction in Dorchester Town Hall by the family. They'd owned Cerne Abbas since 1705. The sale included houses, shops, farms, pubs and plots of land. Sold in 73 lots, the sale raised £67,402 for the family. Doesn't sound a lot, does it? If you look up onto the hill, you can just make out the outline of the Giant. We're getting closer.
Come on, you little tart.
It's a lovely walk up through these trees. You wouldn't think it's early October, it's so green, and it's a lovely warm day. paper. Here we are at Giant Hill. These steps lead us up to the site. We're coming up to the bottom of the site now. What can we see? Not a lot really. We can't go beyond this fence. We're so close to it that we can't make out the outline of the giant from this angle. That's why there's a viewing point across the valley. The best view is from the air, of course. It's been a lovely walk through the village of Cerne Abbas and up to the site of the giant. I'd love to read your comments below, and if you've enjoyed the walk, please give us a thumbs up. Thanks very much for watching.